Why are you keeping friends with people who have failed in that very thing that you're trying to succeed in? Debo and Priscilla were dating for a while. They were, very much in love and their relationship was actually doing very well. Not until Debo now started hanging out with a new set of friends, some happening guys who all had failed relationships and marriages. And then the vocabulary of Debo changed because whenever I was hanging out with Priscilla, his, tone, his approach, because, he was already being affected by his regular hangouts with the boys. So he now met his old friend Tunji, who was happily married. They started hanging out, and then while they were hanging out, Tunji realized that there was a vocabulary that Debo had when referring to Priscilla, and it was like, why would you start, talking about your woman in such a manner, in that demeaning manner? When did all of this start? Because the last time I checked, I realized that you guys were in a good place. When did all of this start? Debo was, trying to defend himself. And while talking, Tunji now realized that, do you realize that the company that you're keeping is affecting your relationship? You do not need that kind of company. Else, something that was once sweet will become bad and sour. And guess what will pay for it? Your relationship, which had the potential to be actually good. There's some certain things that he or Tunji went ahead to explain, and he realized that indeed Priscilla had been complaining that he had become a changed person, and so many things have been going wrong. Now you can say, "Oh, um, I don't listen to people," but guess what? There's a reason why the scripture says that we should guard our hearts with all diligence, because out of it comes the issues of life. You will not know when all of a sudden you will not start saying, don't mind men, men are just something else. And start having all those generic or horrible terms that will begin to um determine how you begin to behave or affect how you begin to behave with your spouse. You must put things around you that will instead help you to flourish, that will water your relationship. People who have had successful unions, how did they do it? Successful relationship, how are they doing it? What are they doing right? The books you're reading, the movies you're watching, you should guard yourself very well. Else, if you surround yourself with the people who have failed, in no time, you too will fail, and it will only be a fault of yours. Hope this helps.